Hello everyone, this is Danny from TFG Radio playing the Jeff Dirty Pool, as named by Handsome Dave, singer. So today we're actually just running through a quick game. So it's going to be my Kraken Gene Stealer Horde plus the new GSC Hotness versus Jeff's kind of experiment with a super resilient Altiok / Ynnari space elf army. So that's going to be, we're going to see what happens. We're playing mission 6, so that's 5 objectives in the cross formation. Jeff got the +1 but rolled crappily, so I got to choose, and I am going second because his list really likes being second, so need to take that away from him. So we'll see what happens at the end of at the bottom of 1. All right, see you guys in a second. So here we are at the bottom of 1. Start at bottom 1. Jeff's turn. He moved up, still flying on the buildings for the most part. Those guys look like they're on the ground. They're actually up there because of wobbly model. He did deploy 1 squad back there to make sure he got an objective. I had to deploy out of cold ambush, so my Brood Brother squads, the Jackus Alphas, the proxies for right now, Magus popped out. Jeff smartly went after the 1 Brood Brother squad that was right there, got them down to 2 models. I had to burn 2 CPs to keep them from failing and dying to morale. But I did deny Jeff kill something this turn, so he's going to score 1 recon and then hold 1. So hopefully the 2 CPs was worth denying him a 3rd point this turn. Especially if I can kill something on my turn, it gives me a little bit of a swing, since I'll get obviously kill 1 and then kill more. So we'll see how it goes during my turn, see if the Gene Stealers can do some work. Alright, so here's the end of turn 1. So the bugs advance, the Gene Stealers kind of hiding out here. Got 1 squad advancing there to take that. Here, a big thing, did the Kraken Gene Stealer catapult, barely made it. Wiped out the Guardians Dire Avengers. And so I actually scored 4 points this turn because I killed something, hold something, kill more, hold more. Didn't get recon because I just don't have anyone in this quarter, but that'll happen next turn. So we'll see if I can survive Jeff's counterattack here, since there's going to be a lot of shooting at me. The Jackal Alphases both hit that Autark up there, but he saved both of 4+ things, a thing. And I'm down to 5 CPs because I burned through a lot trying to do stuff, and we'll see if it was enough. Alright, here we are at the end of Jeff's 2, so that Gene Stealer squad is down to 2 guys after absorbing a hell of a lot of fire. I did have to burn yet another 2 CPs to keep them from dying to morale, but in doing such, I denied Jeff a kill and denied him holding an objective.
Yeah.
Thanks OPSEC. And just having 2 of them. This little squad took a little bit of damage, but they're fine, so it's now my turn 2, so we'll see if my reinforcements can come in and start doing some work. Jeff's Wave Serpents are still up hiding, but he at least has another squad on the ground that maybe I can actually do something to. Alright, so we'll see how I do. So at the end of turn 2 here, Gene Stealers came in, did some work, thanks to a lot of smite rolling from over here. Really weakened the Wave Serpent that was up here, charge, managed to pick him up thanks to, and also my Hive Guard, which are hiding in that building over there. Kellermorph came down, that is a Kellermorph for right now. Put a few wounds on the Autark, but couldn't pull it off. My squad of Gene Stealers over here, the last survivors, are now hiding. But it was another good turn of scoring for me of hold 1, kill more, hold more, and then I got a recon and a big game hunter. So hopefully I can have 1 more turn of good scoring before Jeff starts swinging back hard, since he has his Oofway Bomb left to put on and really hurt me. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, see you at the end of Jeff's turn. Alright guys, so here is the end of Jeff's turn 3, the Revenge. Alright, so you can see my Gene Stealers in the center are really dead. So is my Kellermorph, the Gene Stealers hiding back there, and the Brood Brother squad's here. So Jeff's finally starting to rack up those points with kill something, hold something. His Dire Avenger, big blob, or squad, Guardian squads, pop down. And also He assaulted over here, and my Hive Guard are now locked in combat with a freaking Wave Serpent, which is super annoying. So we'll see if I can do enough damage in the next 3 turns to kind of keep my lead going, or...
have a substantial lead.
We'll see what happens. Alright, guys. Hey, guys, so that's the end of Danny's 3. I actually scored the bonus this turn because I moved my characters out to hold 3 objectives, or at least go...
They just have to be within 3.
Yeah, just have to be within 3, so that's why I get this one. Swarm Lord ate the Autarch, but still has to eat those guys. Deep Struck in the usual Rippers to get Recon. Unfortunately, my Aberrant squad back over there, despite spending my last 3 CPs for Perfect Ambush, only rolled a 2, so I need a 7-inch charge, and I got a 5. So that hurts, and that's going to make it real hard for me to try and carry through this game. My Abominant kind of landed, but did not make the 9-inch charge to hit that Wave Serpent, free up my Hive Guard. So we'll see what happens next turn. But still scored some decent points because I did kill stuff, I do hold, I did get the bonus, I did get another Recon. But I'm kind of running out of steam, and we got 4 more turns left. Or we got 3 more turns left. We got turn 4, 5, and 6. So we'll see what I can do. Alright, so we have the end of Jeff's turn 4, where lots of stuff bad happened for me. So Swarm Lord got gunned down between 2 Serpent Shields, a bunch of fire, and then the Incarn came in and finished him off. I lost my little unit camping there. My Abominants way over there got annihilated, so that really hurt. And my Malanthrop took some wounds. Jeff scored the bonus, killed something, hold something, maxed out Recon. So overall, it's not looking so good for me, so I need to try and score some points to be able to actually keep my lead. But it's not looking great for me right now.
It'll be a close game.
Yeah. Alright, so here's my turn 4, which wasn't as great as I wanted. I did kill a Warlock over there. Abominant is slowly eating those guys. I scored the bonus. I did kill something. I do hold something. I got my last I got a Recon, but not my last one. But I'm probably going to lose most of my stuff, at least on this side of the board. And here, next turn. Right now the score is 20-18 Jeff, but he's going to get a bunch of points these last 2 turns, and I'm probably not going to get that many. So it's I started strong, but couldn't keep the pace up. The Abominant's not picking up that squad really hurt.
Yeah, if you had picked up this squad, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, then I can bully him a little bit more.
Mainly I would just run away from you.
Yeah. But at least make sure I can max out Recon and, maybe put some pressure, control his movement a little bit. But yeah, them's the break. So we'll see how turn 5 goes for me. All right, so we got the end of Just 5.
Start at 5. Sorry.
Yeah, end of Just 5. So I lost my last 2 Magus. I lost my Jackal. I lost my Malanthrop. So like I said, I'm pretty sure the game's kind of over, but it's really just more about pride at this point. So we'll see what happens. I really only got an Abominant, 1 squad, and then my Hive Guard kind of stuck in the fight they'll never get rid of. And a Ripper squad over here, but it's going to be real hard for me to do anything. But we'll see. All right. So here we are at the end of the game. It's the end of my 5, but we're calling it because it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that my Abominant charged and promptly died terribly to the Incarn. Rippers take some wounds in Overwatch, 8-1 Ranger, but didn't matter. So yeah, there's I'm not going to get tabled, I don't think, but it's pretty much done, so we're not even going to bother with turn 6. So Jeff pulls it back out, a slow start, but I ran out of steam, and his list is pretty durable, thanks to the Wave Serpents and the terrain in general. So, Jeff, you have anything you want to say?
No, I'm glad these buildings are this tall.
Yeah. Yeah, the being able to fly up there definitely helps.
Yeah, if it was on the ground, it would have been a bit more difficult because the Gene Stealers would have been a bigger issue for me. Being able to be 6 to 8 inches off the ground made it so that I could kind of make the Gene Stealers less relevant to my army.
Yeah, so a textbook game of use terrain to your advantage, folks, right? Like, this is why fly is a good rule, right? Yeah, fly. If you have things that fly, you should probably take them. Things you've learned in this game, Jeff, since this was really a practice for both of us?
You know, this is a Gene Stealer cult debut for Danny. The Abominants, if they don't make that charge, they're kind of useless. You know, it's just as most melee units are. If you don't make the charge, and you held them back till turn 3, and you only had 3 CPs to do that perfect ambush, and I think you need the extra CP for the reroll. You had your Abominant not as your Warlord, and I think if you're going to take Anointed Throng with the Aberrants, you need to do the Abominant as your Warlord so he can join them and make it a 7-inch charge even if you don't use Perfect Ambush, because he can get the Warlord trait for +1. If you're a 4-armed Emperor, you can get another +1. So I think that it's super important because then you don't have to necessarily rely on your 3 CP stratagem. You can just try and go for the 7-inch charge, and the Abominants would have wrecked stuff. In this game, it wouldn't have mattered. Even if you had wrecked my Guardian squad, I don't think it would have been a big deal. But I think your list is good. It just I was able to outplay you because of the tall terrain in this one. My list not being able to go second was kind of a drag, but it still proved to me that it was very resilient, and Soul Burst is still good.
Soul Burst is always good.
We'll end on that.
Yeah. All right, so in terms of me, the Jackal Alphases was not impressed. Keller Morphs are awesome. Put a lot of pressure, made Just spend some CPs to keep his Autarch alive.
You just have the Keller Morphs. I think they're better going off on things with a 5-up invuln or no invuln.
Right.
If they have an invuln, it can be a little dicey.
Yeah, and then the thing about Abominants and Aberrants you got to remember is that they really kind of need a Primus for the +1 to hit, because they don't have that many attacks and their weapons are the big weapons are -1. So that's something, as I kind of retool the list. I like the list idea in general. It just needs some kajiggering to be, I think, a little more effective.
I think the Aberrants, you go all picks and 2 heavy improvised weapons, because the picks are just statistically almost as good as the hammers, but against a lot of other things, they're just way better. And I think actually the Primus is a better choice than the Abominant. You lose that Warlord trait, but getting +1 to hit and then reroll wounds of 1 against the unit that the Primus chooses is like super powerful against like a Knight or something like that. They'll go in with their picks and do work on a Knight. So
again, all good lessons learned, and we'll see what the list shapes up afterwards. And thank you for watching. Quick one, but again, back and forth. And in general, use terrain, guys. Fly is your friend. All right, thank you and good night.